Farming is a large industry in the United States. For a long time, farm workers who did manual labor on these farms were not organized or in a union. This created injustices that farm workers face, such as bad living conditions and extremely dangerous working conditions. They worked in fields with pesticides that can harm the human body. They also didn't get paid well, and salaries can get as low as $18 to $100 a year, and in many cases with other farmers, it can even get lower. Many of the farm workers were also from other countries such as Mexico, making it difficult to organize them into a union. Still, despite all of this, influential groups and people gave it their all to organize farm laborers and workers to gain more rights and better working and living conditions. Two influential people who supported these movements were Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta. Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta created the UFW, the United Farm Workers Union, which was back then known as the NFWA. The UFW allowed these farm workers to gain better rights and working conditions. This included salary raises, protection from pesticides, clean drinking water, and better housing conditions. To get these rights, Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta led peaceful strikes to obtain them, and they fought for many years. Some of these strikes include the Delano Grape Strike and the rally at Sacramento, California. Delano, California was the site of the Delano Grape Strike. In the strike, people boycotted grapes, and it created financial issues for the wealthy farm owners who hired the farm workers, as they were making less money. This pressured them into accepting the demands of the farm workers so they could still be in business. And it created more freedoms and better conditions for the workers. Many organizations, such as the NAACP, supported their efforts as they created posters such as this to rally up the people in favor of the farm workers, pushing the agenda of the organization and fair treatment toward farm workers. Sacramento, California was a major site of protest. People rallied to get the attention of the government and the owners of the grape farms to give farmers more benefits. They demanded better wages and better treatment. They wanted breaks in between work. They wanted clean drinking water. They wanted safe pesticide use that wouldn't harm them. And they wanted to be recognized as a union by farm owners. And lastly, they wanted to have the legal rights to even form a union. They soon started getting better treatment, showing that their collective effort was strong enough to make changes and create fair policies. The government's response to the 1966 rally in Sacramento was pretty slow in the beginning, but it eventually led to real change. Thousands of farm workers marched all the way to state capitol to demand for better conditions, wages, and to demand for union recognition. But many people in the government did not take immediate action. However, the rally drew the attention of the entire nation, and public pressure began to grow. Support from religious groups, students, and civil rights leaders helped highlight the injustices farm workers faced. Over the next few years, in the 1970s, many laws got passed. One of the most important laws was the Agricultural Labor Relations Act. This law gave farm workers the right to organize and form unions and bargain for better working conditions, something they'd been fighting since the beginning of the Delano Grape Strike. The Sacramento rally helped spark the long-term shift in government action. This is the timeline. So, in the beginning, in September 8th, 1965, Delano Grape Strike begins. Filipino farm workers walk out the vineyards to demand better pay, soon joined by the UFW. March 17th, 1966, Delano to Sacramento march begins. UFW starts a 300-mile protest march to gain public and government support. April 10, 1966, Sacramento rally at the state capitol. Thousands rally to demand union rights and fair treatment for farm workers. July 29th, 1970, major grape growers signed contracts with the UFW. After successful boycott, companies agreed to better pay and protections. June 4th, 1975, California passes the Agricultural Labor Relations Act. Historical law gives farm workers the right to unionize and vote in union elections.